It is tough to say goodbye to summer. Lifestyle expert Afiya Francisco, though, is going to help us transition into fall with style. And I got to admit, Afiya, I really like fall because I like fall clothing. I like sweaters. I like jackets.
You know what, Annette? You and me both, we're fashion girls, right? So we're going to love fall. I know that's not good news for everybody. Also, my birthday's in September, so I'm biased. But you know what? We're going to start out with the outfits, Annette, because that's something that we can all get aboard with. So I'm going to talk about whether you're working from home, on a hybrid schedule, or full-time. I'm still going to encourage you to get dressed because we just know that you're just more productive. You feel more productive when you actually get dressed for the day, regardless of whether or not the only person you're going to see is your reflection in the Zoom camera. You still want to get dressed for that. So let's take a look at this outfit. This is from The Gap. And what I love about this one is that it's comfy. You can see me wearing it. I decided to test drive it so you can see it in action. And this is comprised of some great layers, kind of reminiscent of the Icon, which is part of their collection, that quintessential 90s style. But it just is comfortable. And then the denim I want to talk about, because this is part of the Washwell collection, and they've diverted over millions of liters of water compared to conventional methods. So this is a look good, feel good outfit. And then the second one I want to show is one beside me, and this is from Old Navy. And this is if you're going into the office, it might be the first time you actually have to get dressed, see people in person, September's going to bring something new along with it. So I'm going to suggest layers because we don't know how cold, how hot it's going to be, air conditioned, overheated. So this is something that can be flexible throughout the day, but it's still comfortable. These pants have a little bit of a stretch to them, a little bit of give. So this is a great look from Old Navy.
And that's right, because in the morning in the fall, it can be very cool, but by afternoon, it can be quite warm. So the layers really help there. Okay, you've got at-home office wear as well.
I do. So take a look at this beautiful display I have here. This is the LG Dual Up monitor. As you can see, it's quite the presence. And as the name suggests with Dual Up, is that it gives you the capability of two monitors, but with the footprint of just a single monitor. So it has this beautiful, vibrant resolution, but the footprint is smaller, so whether you're in a dorm, I'm thinking college, university students, or in a condo, anywhere actually, their space is at a premium. So if you can't dedicate that much space, but you have multiple gigs going on, all of us are about the hustle culture, so you might have a full-time job and then also a content creator on the side, or whatever that looks like, this monitor will definitely give you everything you need. And then as you saw me maybe kind of moving it around earlier, it comes with an ergo stand, so it allows you to pivot, allows you to do everything you need to do so that you have the most comfortable way to work at home.
Okay, so that thing is huge, like height-wise, but it would save lots of space on, as opposed to two monitors on a desktop or a table.
Exactly, because you can see this is a vertical footprint, which is pretty unusual, which is pretty cool for this kind of monitor. So you're going up as opposed to across and having to have the dual spaces. So it really does save a lot of space, but you can see it's just absolutely beautiful.
Do you know off the top of your head how much that monitor is?
Off the top of my head, Annette, I'm sorry I don't, but if you want to check it out, it's the LG Dual Up, and you're going to find it, because also, depending on where you find it, you might get some back-to-school deals.
Okay, all right. Okay, now back-to-school stress. We're going to deal with that back-to-work stress.
Yeah, because you know what? Even positive stress is still stress. You might be excited about going back in or starting a new routine, and that's fine. But, we do acknowledge now that those kind of elevated times of stress can also be difficult. So Sleep Country has these beautiful collection. It's called Blank Will, and this is the nightshade you can see here. Get my sleep on for you so you can see how it works. The nightshade has these great glass beads in it, so it gives you slight pressure. And then the Blank Will weighted blanket is about 12 pounds, so not super heavy, but just enough to help reduce tossing and turning, which we know then gives you a more productive or a more thorough sleep. And then in the day, you're going to be feeling more refreshed. So that just helps with the stress. Hopefully those little ways. So you get that in store at Sleep Country or online at sleepcountry.ca.
And it's really important to ask at the store about the weight, right? Because you don't want a blanket that's too heavy for you, because it's almost like, okay, now I can't move around. But just the right weight, you're right. It makes you feel so good.
It really does, and that it's just those just a little bit of pressure. They say it's almost like a little bit of a hug in the blanket. So you do want to find the weight that's best for you. This one is 12. I find that this is quite nice and reasonable, and also transcends all the different seasons, but go up to as comfortable as you can.
Okay, end of summer hug to you, Afiya. Great to see you again.
You too, Annette. So nice to see you.